I feel ready to start my day. Today's video I want to talk about today is celebrate yourself. Do you celebrate your victories? Do you celebrate that test you pass? Do you celebrate when you get your car? Do you celebrate when you get your first house? Do you celebrate when you finally get to date somebody? Do you feel accomplished when you do something great in your job? Do you feel accomplished when you finally got a chance to go to the gym? You've been procrastinating and saying, I will go to the gym, and now you finally go to the gym. Do you celebrate yourself when you finally get a chance to eat healthy? Do we celebrate? Do you guys celebrate that stuff? Do you celebrate the accomplishments that you're doing? Even just a small thing, do you celebrate it? Are you grateful that you can do it? Because we take for granted, like I keep saying in my videos, we take for granted that some of us get to do these things and we never stop and think, I gotta be grateful for this. I gotta be grateful that I can do this stuff. I gotta thank Jesus Christ. I gotta thank God that I can do this stuff. Because, like I said, we can walk around with no arms and no legs. We should still be happy, but everybody else don't have that pleasure. They can walk around with arms, and we just take for granted all the stuff we have. We take for granted that the breath we have. We take for granted that we can see, touch, feel. We take for granted the little things in life. Like I always see saying about that in my videos. Do you celebrate? When I had got my state license to be an insurance agent, that was the best time of my life. Before that, I was already listening to that motivation speaking, trying to be grateful, because at that time, I wasn't grateful for anything. I was being like everybody else, being part of the crowd. And I hate that. I hate that that old me. The old me would just, oh, no big deal. I probably even take the test, because I never see myself as great, but now I do. And I'm trying to tell you guys that you are great. You are awesome. You gotta look at yourself that way. Stop comparing yourself to somebody else. Just compare yourself to yourself. And you need that motivation, like I keep saying. No matter what kind of person you are, you need that motivation. Because life is going to tear you down, and you got to fight yourself to get out of that stronghold of negativity that's been put on you. I wish we were taught this stuff in school, but we're not taught this stuff in school. We're not taught to fight for ourselves, to never give up, and to love ourselves. We go for our lives, be what our parents, put on us. And, I wish we could, it'd be nice if our parents were more positive and, had this great mindset. I wish they believe in law of attraction. I wish they believe that the words they say will come true. All those things. I wish they were positive, but we're stuck with those kind of parents. Our parents, frankly, live in a bubble, and they don't want to try to do more for themselves. But you got to be different from them. You got to be different from all your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles. Don't compare yourself to them. You can do more in your life. I'm trying to let you guys see that you can be that great family member, that beacon of light in your family to motivate them to do something with their life. If you're a ghetto, or you live in the ghetto, you can be that person out of the ghetto to be a billionaire. That's you guys. There's no limitations you guys cannot do. I swear to you, you have something great within you. If there's something you always want to do in your life, whether it's go to school, whether it's pass that test, whether to get a driver's license, you can pass that exam, you can pass that test, but you have to believe in yourself first. There's no other person that's going to motivate you but you. And like I said, I wish our parents were like that. I wish they were motivating us to do things for our life. But they're not. They don't do that. That's why we have to do that. And it's better for that way. It's better for yourself to believe in yourself than someone else to give that to you. Because you know what I mean? Because when you grow up, who's going to be there for you? Only you. The person that you look in the mirror, that's the person you have to motivate. That's the person you have to look every day. You're looking at your soul when you look in the mirror. You're looking at your heart. That flesh you see, you must talk through that flesh and tell that soul, you are great, you are awesome, there's nothing wrong with you, you don't need anyone to make you happy. there's no person out here that deserves more happiness than you do. You deserve to be happy. You just deserve to have more in this life. You deserve more than what life is giving you. No person defines who you are. You define who you are. Never give up on what you've been through. When you've been through something, that should motivate you to push yourself to be better. Because if you're looking at the past like, oh, this define this, or define who I am, that doesn't define you. That past that you went through, that makes you a better person to push yourself to do better. That's what it should be doing. That mistakes you made in the past, that doesn't define you. Do you celebrate? Do you celebrate yourself? I'm getting back to that topic. Do you celebrate yourself when you get that victory, when you pass that test? Because it's really if you love yourself, you would do that. You would just, I'm gonna go out by myself and get a cake. And like I said, you don't have to be with somebody to celebrate. If you're celebrating with yourself, then just if you're living by yourself, you can do that stuff. You can go and celebrate yourself. Go to the movies. Take a vacation. Before you start loving somebody, before you start dating somebody, go out with yourself. Date yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because if you're relying on someone else for fun, then there's something wrong with that. Date yourself first. When you start dating yourself first, then it's gonna be easy when you take that person down, because you already did some things with yourself. And when you take that, when you go out with that person, you can give that gift to them. All the stuff that you worked on yourself, that you went out by yourself, you can give that to them. Take them out to a concert, or whatever, or a park somewhere, or some place you go there by yourself. You share yourself to that person. When you love yourself, you will go out by yourself and celebrate yourself and have fun with yourself. Do you have fun with yourself? Or you just wait for that one person to give you a happiness? And then once you get that person, now it's time to have fun. No, have fun with yourself now. You don't need anyone to make you happy. You don't need anyone to make you feel validated. The only person you have to validate is yourself. Like I said, that person in the mirror, you have to be with that person all the time. You gotta talk to that person all the time. You gotta always look at that person in the mirror and say, even though I have to deal with you every day, I'm going to deal with you every day. My mistakes, all the mistakes that I've been through in this life, I know it's going to make me a better person. I know it's hard, but you are going to go through this with me. No matter what I'm going through, no matter what turmoils, tribulations that I'm going through, we are going through this together. And I'm going to make you better. That's what you have to tell yourself every day, guys. Tell yourself that you're going to do better than what you did last year, what you did 10 years ago, what you did 20 years ago. Define yourself today. What are you going to do today? It was defined. 10 years from now, you're going to celebrate and say, I made that moment in my life and I said I was going to do this, and now I'm going to celebrate it. That's why it's really good to just write it down too, because that way you go back and be like, I wrote this down 10 years ago. You know what? I'm gonna celebrate it. You've been so busy, going after your dreams and purpose. Now all of a sudden, oh man, look at me. I'm actually doing what I wrote down 10 years ago. Let's celebrate. Once you went 10 years from now, when you be successful, I bet you're gonna have a lot of friends. At that time, you're gonna have really good friends at that time, and you can celebrate with them. And you always say, "Hey, look, guess what? I achieved this goal. This goal I had wrote down 10 years ago. I want to celebrate it. Okay, let's do that." You want to also have, guys, positive friends. You don't want friends that just want to get by in life and do drugs and drink and all that stuff. You want somebody who has an entrepreneur mindset, who actually studies to see what can they do in their life to make themselves better. not be with somebody who just want to get by in life, and when the next time we can be off and go to vacation just to get drunk. You don't want friends like that, okay? Or just want to get pregnant, or just want to sleep with a girl or something. Guys, focus on your dreams. Stop worrying about girls. Women, stop worrying about men. Do what you want to do in life. There's no mountain that you can't come over. There's no wall you can't bust through. There's nothing you can't do. I swear to you, there's nothing you can't do. You're not being selfish too when you try to celebrate yourself, celebrate your accomplishments, because you deserve it. There's nothing selfish about loving yourself. And I remember somebody at my job saying that to me, it's a sin to love yourself and, have a high mindset. Why not? I've been through that for a whole decade, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being not happy. I'm sick of not getting better. I'm sick of not getting things I want in life. I'm gonna have a before and after picture, how I looked before and how I look right now. How much of a change that I did in my life. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I show that to people, they're gonna be like, "Oh wow, look at that. You changed a lot. You changed a lot, Isaiah." Exactly. That old me, you wouldn't even walk up to me, because I was so timid and shy. Didn't want to talk. Afraid to talk to somebody because I worry about my words. Now I don't care. I don't care. Even this YouTube channel right now, I know I mess up with my words, but I don't care. I'm practicing. The important thing is that I'm doing it and I'm practicing my words. Because in order to be the best motivational speaker, I had to practice and make mistakes. That's the only way I can do it. So guys, there's nothing wrong with celebrating yourself, and please celebrate yourself. Celebrate your accomplishments. And you need to be, another thing too, if you got a big office and you got your own business, that's something to celebrate. That's also something to celebrate, because there's a lot of people out there that would just love to have a business and they're too afraid to do it. I knew one friend that he has this great mind for business, but he's afraid to do it. Guys, get started. Don't wait. Don't wait for the opportunity. Do it now. Don't wait for the opportunity to do what you want to do. Don't worry about the mistakes you made. Don't worry about when you fall. Don't worry about if you fail. The important thing is you're doing it. And when you keep doing it, you find out, you start crafting. You're like, okay, now, I did it before, and now I know better now. I'm going to do it this way. Failure makes you a better person. The person does not fail. Has not learned life yet. He hasn't learned what life is if he doesn't fail. The person that has not failed hasn't done anything. The person that has not failed hasn't done anything in his life. Dating, going to interview to get a job, doing martial arts, passing that driver's license test and failing it. Trying to pass that driver's license test and failing it. Try to pass that state exam and you keep failing and failing and failing. You think I care if I failed when I did the my state exam? You think I care how many times I failed? No, I didn't care, because I knew that if I kept doing it, eventually I was gonna pass. The more I kept going, the more I started learning. Okay, I gotta watch for this question. I gotta watch for this question, and thank God for YouTube. Do research online and all this stuff. Sometimes people, when they do something and they feel like it, they just give up or just forget it. It's not for me. Guys, you're so close. You're so close when you keep trying. Just because you failed the first time does not mean you gotta quit. Do it the second time, the third time, fourth time. I don't care if it's the fifth time. You keep trying until you pass. You keep trying until you make it over that wall. You keep trying. Stop feeling so sad for yourself. You're a champion. You just don't realize it. A true champion fails. And he admits that he fails. He admits that he fails. He admits that what he went through, it made him a better person. You think that rapper up there that you know is singing right now, you think he went smoothly through life? No. He failed a few times before he became a great rapper. Or martial artists. You think you know the greatest martial artists in the world was always perfect when they were young? No, they had to go through mistakes before they get to be a master. That's you guys. You in the process of becoming great. No epic person that never went through something has not become that, or should I say, has never been a master of something if they never went through something to become what they become. Life has to throw things at you to make you a better person, and that has something to do with how you see it. If you see this failure as a bad thing, then there's something wrong with you. Stop looking at failure as like a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, because you are a failure if you look at that, and you're not. You're not a failure. Change your mindset, change your words. Stop saying bad things about your life. Stop saying you're a failure. Stop saying bad things always happen to you. They don't. Love yourself. Enjoy your life. Stop being a hermit. Go out more. When you go out more, you start loving, you know, one reason why you're shy is because you're not going out that much. And when you start going out more, start talking to people more, that's when your confidence starts to build. You gotta build that social, you gotta build, you know, social, that's the word I'm looking for. Social relationship with people in order to be better in life. Stop hiding behind a closed door, waiting for someone to open it and say, hey, you want to date me? Hey, you want this job? Hey, I got this money. You want it? Don't wait for that opportunity. You open the door and put in the work so you can bring that gift, that money, that job, that girl into your house and say, I worked hard to get it. I worked hard to get to that place. And you can celebrate yourself because you look at life differently now because you actually worked hard to get it. Okay? God bless you all. May Jesus bless you. Keep progressing. You do well.